Hello, everyone. I'm not gonna beat around the bush with this one. The Dangers in My Heart, Season 2. This is probably one of the greatest rom coms I have watched. And I'm talking about Season 2. Season 1, the prequel, it was, as my friend puts it, a slow burn until episode maybe 5 or 6. It was just really hard to get into because it was just too repetitive. They meet at the library, 5, 6. Like pretty much throughout episode 1 through 6. So it was a slow burn, but oh boy, oh boy, wait until you get to episode 7 and above, and then you hit season 2. This anime, I say it's one of my top 3 animes ever. Okay, obviously one of the greatest in the winter season. Let's get that out of the way. But of all fucking time, I'd say this is top 2, right? All right, I'm gonna say top 2 because School Rumble has its hands on my heart, so it's really hard to make me break away from School Rumble. But I'd say this is top my number 2. All right. So here's the thing. Here's the thing you guys need to remember. All right, about this anime. They're kids. All right. This is like middle school or some shit. This is not even high school yet. So School Rumble, it was a bit more adult rom com. Right. I'd say this is more gaki. Kids. Right. While in high school there are young adults. Right. Let's get that out of the way. Let's get that out the fucking way. So your expectations can't look at this as like young adults, right? They're kids, right? Kiddos in middle school, right? So for this level of romance between these kids, and I know there's a lot of rom coms out there that are based in high school or something like that, but these are kiddos. So the way they were able to navigate through it in terms of their age was just spectacular. It was just, and especially this kid. Who doesn't relate to him? All right, we're all introverts. We're all criminally insane. Criminally insane. I tell you, I was like this. I was this lad. All right, I wanted everyone. I wanted everyone's death. I wanted everyone's head on a platter. Everyone was my enemy, and everyone else still kind of my enemy. Not really, but this lad, he is pretty much me when I was like 7 or 8 years old. Right, I wanted everyone to suffer. I didn't want anyone to think anything of me, but that's what happened. All right, that's just how we are. Some boys, some lads are just that crazy. All right, let's get that out of the way. All right. So and then Yamada here, and honestly, I'm not gonna say I know how a gal acts. All right, I'm not gonna say I know how a gal acts. I'm not gonna get into that topic. I will just speak for the lads. But I can say though, her outgoingness, her cheeriness, her awkwardness, her need to eat, that just made everything so much fun. I just loved how bubbly she was, how serious she is. She wore her emotions on her shoulder, but she wasn't annoying. She wasn't like she wasn't annoying in the terms of being bossy and shit. Okay, so I'll just speak a little bit about Yamada. I really like Yamada. I think her whole acting thing, which is weird. Actually, now that I think about it, how old are they? How fucking old are they? Like, I don't know. They seem like kiddos. Okay, I'm just gonna say this now. I really don't know how old they are. All right, I honestly don't know what school they were. But for me, this was like a kiddo show. All right. While in School Rumble, I don't really want to compare. All right, I really don't want to compare this and School Rumble. But in School Rumble, they made it more obvious that they were like young adults because, spoiler, they go above and beyond and suggesting that a few got married and a few had kids, right? They had that whole shtick, right? Okay, it's not really a spoiler. Yeah, some of them had kids, right? Like years down the road. Obviously, that's not really a spoiler. You have to find out who had kids within School. But here, they really don't show that. They really don't show any of that. So, like I was saying, for them, for their age, just the romance was just there. It was just so well done, right? If you can't see that, then you need to watch more rom coms. All right, you need to see more rom coms. like when you're like, especially when they talked was in one of the episodes, they were like, oh, adults romance is way different, way different. All right, let's look at these suggestions. Right, see, look over here. This is more of an adult setting. Like when you have an adult rom com, things are gonna be way fucking different. But these high school things, you have to always remember they're just kiddos, they're kids, or they're young adults, right? So there's always a discrepancy of how things are done. So for them, so when Yamada, spoiler alert, at the end, right? At the fucking end, when I don't want to say it because I don't want to spoil it, right? But how things ended is proper because they're just kiddos. They're just kids. That was just so cute. It was like a cute little romance. Okay, so and it's kind of weird saying that because we're looking at it at a scope as we are adults and they're not. Okay, so you have to get out of your adult lens. You have to get out of your generalization lens. All right, so while Well, I understand some romance does. No, I have to say this did for its age group. It did so fucking well, right? It did so fucking well. Like if you look at it at a different setting, like let's say we get out of high school, and then you look at fucking Gurren Lagann, boom. All right, they had like a 15-minute window of romance between two of the characters, right? But that was only like 15-minute window. They didn't really have a lot of build up. They didn't really have a lot of things. They were just fighting through a war together, and they were battling together. And I get that, and they have instant romance. But here, because this is a school setting and they're kiddos, you have to understand this was done so well. I recommend this anime so much. And like I said, if you can't relate to this lad, I don't know what kind of a lad you were when you were young, but I'd guarantee you over 80% of lads were like they were thinking the way he was thinking, because I 100% was. But yeah, oh man, I'm not doing just anime justice, but here's the thing that I really like about it, right? You're not gonna get into it. You're not. Season 1 is so. What did I give it? What? Okay, I gave it a 9 only because if I remember right, like I said, after episode 7, if you don't like this, you're missing out on one of the top rom-coms. And if you're looking at this out of a different type of lens of the setting, how old they are, and they're and you don't see that they're just kiddos, then you're not gonna really get into the whole universe. You're not. You're looking at this through an adult lens into a high school lens, right? So when you watch, this is what everyone gets wrong, is you're looking at this in terms of adults, all right? Which is weird to say, but yes, we are adults and we're watching these kiddos. So I think they did it well. They did a really good job. There's not much more you could expect from their age group, honestly, and especially unless you want to watch like some really dark shit. Then there is dark shit out there, but in terms of rom-com and school settings, top, peak, or whatever the fuck you want to say, it was great. All right, this is my number 2 right now. As of now, I'm doubling down. This is my number 2 anime. First is School Rumble, then it's The Dangers in My Heart. All right, in terms of the context. All right, there's a shitload of romance out there, sure, but this is a rom-com. All right. In terms of rom-com, this is my number 2. Oh no, I'm kidding. All right, so yeah, I highly recommend this anime. It was so great. It was so cute. It was so out there, honestly, and it was fun. It's slice of life-ish, and honestly, I wish. It's sad. I just got news that it's over permanently. So, man. It's just like it just brings back those moments of School Rumble when they sing the song School Rumble Forever. It's like, god damn, but it's over. It's over. It's over. But we shall keep these in our memories. Sacred memories. Okay, sacred memories. But that is all. Peace out.